Next up is Gene Oakland interviewing Special Delivery Jones. You guys must be very excited about this.
Jones.
He says today's a day for him and we're going to get down. Then Jimmy Hart and King Kong Bundy also speak to Oakland. Bundy says he wants Jones to think about the avalanche and the 5 count.
I'll be honest, given how long they have, I thought Bundy was pretty good here in this promo. He gets his point across. He's the most coherent. SD Jones gets, must be 20 seconds each, these guys. He says that we're going to get down 3 times.
He does.
Given what follows, he's not lived up to that.
I don't know. He definitely got down pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So it is King Kong Bundy versus Special Delivery Jones. It's a match that we are told sets a new Madison Square Garden record of 9 seconds, but actually the true time is 25 seconds. They obviously made a mistake there because the previous record, as Monsoon on commentary tells us, was 23 seconds. So they're obviously trying to get it in before the 23-second mark and didn't manage to. So there you go. That should tell you everything you need to know about the quality of this. Basically, King Kong Bundy just avalanches Special Delivery Jones in the corner, then gives him a splash and pins him for the 1, 2, 3. Matt, how did you feel about this undoubted classic?
I think I've come to the conclusion that King Kong Bundy is the worst ever. Of all the people that I've seen in these early day shows, I just don't see any remote talent in there whatsoever. I don't understand. I don't get it. I can't comprehend how this guy had a job. Just awful. Do you know, I can understand a real job. He's a big guy. That's it. But, aside from that, what was the point? It was a waste of time. No, big thumbs down.
I'll tell you what the point was to build Bundy. Now, I'm not going to say that this was the plan because obviously they didn't. This was like, allegedly, the story goes that enough money was pumped into this that if it had gone wrong, the company was in major trouble. Now, Bundy then main events WrestleMania 2 against Hogan. What better way to build him than have him beat an absolute titan like SD Jones?
Recorded Delivery Jones.
They couldn't have done this on like a Saturday night's main event or another show, any other millions of flipping shows.
Well, I will just go to that point that it is bigger than a normal Madison Square Garden show, but there's a couple of things. First of all, before the WrestleMania era, the Madison Square Garden shows were the biggest shows of the cycle, basically the circuit that they did. And this is the biggest Madison Square Garden show of all time because it's available in closed circuit locations. But you would always have these sort of jobber style matches at the beginning of the Madison Square Garden show. So it's really no different to anything else that they would have done. You're right. They could have just as easily put it on one of their weekly shows. But again, I think you have to remember that WrestleMania wasn't WrestleMania at this point. It was, it was something else. It was
my damn old modern eyes.
And what I was going to say is I'm going to punish you at some point in the future for calling this an early show, as if wrestling hadn't existed prior to this point. I mean, that just shows your modern way of thinking so clearly to me.
There was wrestling before WrestleMania? What?
Well, Matt's very much in the Premier League era of wrestling, isn't he? But I got to be honest, right? For what this is, didn't mind it. I enjoyed Bundy's promo at the start. The 20 seconds he does, you get what you get. Always good to see SD Jones.
You can't go wrong when you've got Recorded Delivery Jones on the show, can you?
No. Also, apparently the reason for the short match was because he had to finish the rounds because I don't know if anybody else noticed, but this was obviously recorded in the afternoon because there's a shot of the clock. I think it's during this match.
Interesting.
And it's 1:14 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know that at all. The other thing is, I mean, look, it's 25 seconds. I mean, Matt, I get it. It's not like supremely amazing, but it's 25 seconds. What's your problem, mate?
I was going to say, like, what do you want, Yeah.
You tore Bundy a new one as well for like a 40-second match. You just hate him.